Hello there, friends. Richard I. Porter here, and I have got to tell you about a book that I just finished that I absolutely loved. And odds are that many of you have heard of this before, but just in case you hadn't, like I didn't before, I wanted to make sure to share this with you. You have an amazing opportunity. You can save a life. You can probably save dozens of lives, maybe even hundreds. If you had a life where one day you got a chance to kick in a door on a burning building and pull a child out of it, save them from the death that they may have had in that fire, you would feel very special, and you should justifiably feel that way. If the next year you pulled an injured adult out of a pool after they cracked their head diving in, um, gave them CPR, you'd feel amazing. If an elderly person collapsed next to you on a city street and you performed CPR keeping them alive until an ambulance came the year after that, if you waded in to a shallow pond where a child was spluttering because they clearly didn't know how to swim but got in over their heads, you would feel amazing about the lives that you had saved and the special life you have been privileged to have where you can do so much good. And the amazing thing is, if you earn at or above the poverty level wages in the United States or a comparable economy, and you can discipline yourself to donate 10% of your lifetime earnings to the most effective charities, you will save more than three lives. This is a difficult fact to absorb and understand, but I urge you to consider it and to consider reading this book to truly understand it. The possibilities of effective altruism and of doing good better that Will MacAskill outlines in this book are so powerful. And even though I had heard him speak before and seen his TED talk and heard him interviewed on podcasts, I still found a lot of really valuable insights in this book. A few of my favorites that I want to share with you. Income inequality and the fact that doubling a person's income has a similar effect regardless of what level it's at. So if you were hypothetically earning $150,000 and then suddenly you earned 300,000, you'd be a lot happier. But also, if you were surviving on $1,000 a year and someone helped double your income to 2,000 a year, you would be just as much happier as you would have been in the other case. And this is like you're at a happy hour where you can either buy yourself a beer for $5 or you can buy someone else a beer for 5 cents. So which one would you do? Of course, we would want to buy somebody else the 5 cent beer. Another thing that's really powerful is how much good healthcare interventions can do. The eradication of smallpox, we've all been through the COVID pandemic recently. Well, smallpox was much, much worse. And it was eradicated through judicious use of vaccinations and innovative ideas like ring vaccination, through the tireless efforts of all kinds of collaborators on this. But one of the people that may have contributed the most was Viktor Zhdanov. And he was a Ukrainian Soviet um, public health specialist who pioneered this capability within the Soviet Union first and then agitated and advocated for it becoming something that would be undertaken at the entire world's level. And when we solved through this effort smallpox, it began saving lives. And we can tell how many lives it saved by looking at the math. And this is the thing that blew my mind. It saved more lives than world peace would have done if achieved at the same time. Every war from the time that smallpox was eradicated forward killed less people, 5 times less people than smallpox would have done. And even if Viktor Zhdanov only moved forward the eradication of smallpox by 10 to 20 years, he still saved 10 to 20 million lives. So this is something that is radically powerful and radically empowering through these healthcare interventions, through leveraging this unique position of privilege we are in. We have the possibility at the time of writing, a donation of $3,400 can buy and distribute enough bed nets for anti-malarial treatments to save a life, or to deworm 7,000 children and lead to much higher education outcomes, or double the income for 15 people for a year. Every one of us has the power to save dozens of lives or to significantly improve the welfare of thousands of people. And if you want to learn more, please read the book, Doing Good Better. Thank you so much for letting me share how this has blown my mind with you. And I hope you do let me know if you do take a chance to read the book and enjoy it, or if you have other recommendations of similar books to share with others in the comments. Thank you.